Hello everyone, this is Abby from DearDisney, and today I'm going to be sharing 5 tips to get you better at fast passing. The first tip I have for you is to constantly refresh the fast passes. So say that you checked for Space Mountain Fast Pass and there's only one for 7:15 and you want it for 1:30. Take the one at 7:15 and then just keep modifying it and refreshing it. Eventually, one will probably show up that's closer to the time that you need, and that is like a tip that my husband and I use all the time, and it's really helpful. It has worked for us so many times. So definitely try refreshing every fast pass that you get. The second tip I have to share with you guys is to stay persistent. Now this kind of ties in with number 1 on refreshing. Don't give up. Like if you have a fast pass for Seven Dwarfs Mine and it's at 7 and you want it for 2, keep on it. Like keep modifying it, keep refreshing it, stay persistent. You can take breaks, but like keep checking throughout the day, and I guarantee that you're gonna find one that you're gonna need that's gonna work with your time better than the one that you first got. So yeah, just stay persistent with searching for your fast passes and you will reap the benefits. And the third tip I have to share with you guys is to do only one fast pass at a time. So Disney allows you to have 3 fast passes at once, and then after you use your 3, you can do one at a time. My husband have found that when we go up just randomly, we'll get a fast pass for Space Mountain, and then we don't have to use the other 2 before we can search for new ones. So if you do one fast pass at a time, as soon as you use your first fast pass, you can search for a new one that's really close to the time that you want it to be, because you won't have to wait until 2 or 3 hours later to use your other fast passes. So this makes for some really spontaneous trips, some really spontaneous rides. Like you'll be going from one side of the park to the other, but it's worth it because you will probably get on way more rides than you would have if you did your 3 fast passes like all at once. So just do one at a time, and I guarantee you will get on more rides than you think you might. So yeah, just give it a try. It's a really fun way to do Disney. It's different. And my 4th tip for you all is kind of a hack. It's kind of a little broken thing in the system that Disney probably isn't aware of because not that many people have the opportunity to use it. But if you book a hotel room, you have 60 days in advance to book your fast passes. But I think very little people know that if you plan on going on day trips after you book your hotel, you can also book those fast passes 60 days in advance. So an example is my husband and I will go up a couple nights every few months at Disney World. And so we get our fast passes 60 days in advance, and then if there's any trips after that are after the trip, we can get those fast passes 60 days in advance as well. Once we stay at our hotel room though and the reservation is done, it is over. You can't book 60 days in advance anymore. But if you are planning on having a trip, a multiple night trip to Disney, and then afterwards you're local and you want to go up again for the day, you can get those fast passes 60 days in advance. So I'm telling you that you can get Flight of Passage, you can get the Seven Dwarfs Mine, you can get all of those really great fast passes for your day trip 60 days in advance. It's a really great tip. My husband and I use it all the time. And my last tip for you all is a bit of a weird one, and some of you might think that I'm crazy. But if you have the app My Disney Experience and you get your fast passes through that, and you can't find anything and you're having bad luck, my tip for you is to actually walk up to one of the fast pass kiosks that they have in the parks. Every park has one. And my husband and I have tried this a few times where we're like looking for a fast pass for the Jungle Cruise, and we can't find any on the app, can't find any for the time that we want. So we've gone up to the kiosk before, and they've had them at the kiosk at times that we need instead of on the app. So I think what happens sometimes is Disney kind of acknowledge that not everybody may have the app, And so for the people that go to the kiosk, they want them to be able to have the good fast passes too, with more variations and varieties than what you can get on the app. So yeah, that's just food for thought. If you're having a hard time getting a fast pass, go up to the kiosk and see if they have any available. They'll go right onto your Magic Band. And yeah, just make sure you don't have any other fast passes at the time. Make sure that it's only the one from the kiosk. I'm pretty sure that's the only way that it will work. But yes, those are my 5 tips on helping you getting better fast passes. I hope this video helped you in some way or another, and I want to thank you all for watching our first Disney video. Hopefully we'll have more in the future. We go all the time, and I would really appreciate all of your support by subscribing. Thank you so much. Bye.